Hi, my name is Craig Cole. I'm a student leader at the LISD Tech Center for Welding Technology, and I'm a senior at Tecumseh High School.
Hi, my name is Amber Kuzno. I'm a student leader at the LISD Tech Center for Welding Technology, and I'm a senior at Adrian High School.
The process you're watching here is SMAW, or more commonly known as stick welding. This is the most common welding that you use outdoors. This process is referred to GMAW, or MIG welding for short. This process is the most commonly used within factories and fabrication units. GTW stands for gas tungsten arc welding, or commonly known as TIG. This welding process uses a filler rod and is most commonly used for precise fabrication. The process you are watching here is OAW, oxyacetylene welding. It is not used as much today in the real world as technology has advanced, but it uses a different shade of lens for your helmet.
So today we will be going over our safety gear and what we wear in the lab. So first we have our welding helmet that protects us from sparks and flash burns when we're welding. Then we have our safety glasses, which protect us from any flying metal or dust or anything around the lab. We have our MIG and TIG gloves, which are both fireproof and protect us when we're welding so we don't burn our hands or our wrists. Then we have our fireproof welding jacket, which also protects us from burns and everything like that when we're welding. And then we have our steel toes so we don't drop any metal or get any sparks in our shoes or burn our ankles or anything like that. So pretty much everything we wear in the lab.
There are two main careers in welding: on-site and construction welding, where you make pipelines and buildings.
And then also fabrication and production welding. If you take a minute and look around your classroom, like underneath your tables or your chairs, you might see welds on those as well.
Today you'll be doing a project with Play-Doh that represents the bead of the weld. You'll be doing it on 3 different types of joints: T-joint, a butt joint, and a lap joint. The first step is to roll your Play-Doh into pea-sized balls. First you'll grab your T-joint and place your Play-Doh as shown. Second, you will grab your lap joint and place the Play-Doh as shown. And lastly, grab your butt joint and place the Play-Doh as shown.
I'm Lexi.
And I'm Nolan.
This video has been brought to you by Digital Media Production.
Thanks for watching.